right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the finale, the final suit of awards in just a moment. But first, it's my absolute pleasure. Of course, we are truly honored to have our guest of honor here in our midst this evening. And with that in mind, I'd like to invite every single one of you here in this room to please join me in giving a big, big, warm welcome as we invite our guest of honor, Yang Berhormat Dato Sri Dr. Haji Wan Junaidi Tuanku Jaafar, Minister of Entrepreneur Development and Co-operatives Malaysia, to join us on stage for his keynote address. Thank you very much, YB. We've saved the best for last. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause, please, for our guest of honor, Yang Berhormat.
Thank you. I lost the word. I simply don't have the word to describe what I saw tonight. When I came in, I was seated in the plane seat. And with the biggest plane that I've ever seen in my life. I have attended thousands from the most common in the police force before. We call it the dining in and dining out. And I've seen most informal in so many parts of the world, and yet to come across what I came across tonight. To the organizers, I would like to say thank you and my heartiest congratulations. You have done a fantastic job with my experience, and yet I said I lost a word to say. Good evening and salam sejahtera. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Mr. Najis Melani, Chairman, Yayasan Usahawan Malaysia. Ms. Lydia Wong, Organizing Chairperson, SEBA 2020. Dato Haji Abdurrani Lebai Jaafar, Chairman of Bank Rakyat. Encik Arya Putra Ismail, CEO, SME Bank. Encik Rizal Naini, CEO, SME Corp. Dato Syed Abdul Aziz, CEO, Bank Rakyat. Mr. Shah Nawaz Hassan Ghani, the Head of Corporate Relations Group Corporate Communication TNB. And I would like also to recognize the advisory board members, Dato David Gurufatan, Dato Lee Chung Han, Dato Abdullah Muhammad Mahidin, Mr. Tom Wong, Mr. Zarif Apandi, Mr. Farhash Wafa Salvador. To all, ladies and gentlemen, very good evening. We had been brought across the world, first boarded the 747 and we landed in KL took off in 777 and landed in KL in 747. Nobody told me where we changed plane. But obviously we did. It was a bad weather in KL and it was snowing also in the plane. Can you imagine everything happened at the same time when we flew across the world? I had a fantastic night. I hope you do also enjoy what you did. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank the organizers for inviting me tonight to the 5th SME Entrepreneurship Business Award 2020. I feel that entrepreneurs are special, breed of people of which play a significant role in the growth of the country's economy. And as such, I feel that they need the recognition that the award is certainly appropriate. Ladies and gentlemen, I just came back from the roadshow in Johor, Bahru, and Malacca. 2 weeks before, I was in Kota Baru, Kelantan. During my visit, I had the opportunity of meeting local entrepreneurs, and most of them are young. I really enjoyed the opportunity of talking to these successful, brave, and vibrant young people. Usually people say ministers don't really go down to the ground to meet the people. Well, not me. I'm different. I like to talk to the usahawan and get their views and feedback. I gathered all the information and used it to improve our product, service, as well as our delivery system, so that it will be more customer friendly. I'm repeating again, as a former police officer, I'm trained to be observant. One thing that I noticed with these entrepreneurs, particularly those that succeed, and they have one common trait. They are brave, fearless, and moreover, like what I have said and repeated over and over again, if you should fall, please get up. That shows how successful can you be eventually. In order to succeed, they need to go out of their comfort zone, explore new ventures, do things that they don't have done before. The possibility of failure is always there, but they need to be emotionally and mentally strong. Nothing is easy when you are an entrepreneur. I know this because I too have been once an entrepreneur like you. You need to be strong mentally and emotionally. If you fall, you got back up again and assess your move. Create your strategy, learn new skill, be dynamic. If you don't give up, continue to perfect your craft. Eventually, success will follow. Knowing how challenging it is to be an entrepreneur, especially so in today's post-COVID-19 era, Ministry of Entrepreneur and Co-operative, together with our agencies, are working extra hard to keep establish a conducive ecosystem for entrepreneurship in Malaysia to thrive. Our main goal is to produce 100 millionaires a year from the pool of homegrown entrepreneurs. This is not just a lip service. We have game plan, and we know exactly how to achieve it. Most people think that NIDAC is merely a small ministry. In fact, we are. The truth is, we have been tasked by the Prime Minister a big mandate to look after SMEs, particularly the micro, informal businesses, those severely affected by the COVID-19 situation. We try to provide end-to-end solution to entrepreneurs, from the informal micro categories right up to those who are in the high-tech high capital categories, regardless which category you are in. When you come and see us, we will provide you with a hand-holding experience. We make sure when you come to us, we will guide you, monitor your progress, ensure you will attain your success. This is why in MIDEC, we are all very busy people. For the last number of months, I have been on 7 days a week. I have not taken a single day holiday, even immediately after my first jab of the vaccination. Ladies and gentlemen, entrepreneurship has become the flavor of the day of late because more people are finding it difficult to find employment due to challenging economic environment. As a result, people start to open their own businesses as their means of livelihood, to be their own boss for a change. Personally, I am in favor of those who opt to start their own business. However, if they want to do this, do it right. Make sure you keep up with the trend, new norm, most importantly, adapt, and embrace technology. Those who embrace technology will flourish, and those who don't will find some challenging time for you. To be honest, we have been talking about technology, e-commerce for a long time. Probably take some time for the big matters like COVID-19 to actually push people toward the right direction. Remember, we launched the multimedia super corridor way back in the 1990s. And for the last almost 25 years, nothing had been actually done toward realizing the multimedia dream. But it took COVID-19, the couple of months, to transform all the Malaysian mentality to adopt and embrace the modern technology, particularly the digital economy and the system of e-commerce. We have seen success story how by those who trained by our agencies, such as InScan, they have managed to create more than 20% sale even during the COVID era, increasing in their revenue by 100 times, digitalizing their business at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, not all the doom and gloom, even though we are facing a difficult time. I believe there is always silver lining in every black cloud. Statistics from Companies Commission of Malaysia revealed in 2020, total closure company 78,420, and yet at the same time, 437,769 companies are being registered with the Suruhanjaya Pendaftaran Syarikat. The new online companies, 131,139. This shows that one is dynamic, able to adapt to change and the use of technology. And I believe from the experience that we had for a couple of months, success will follow. To be successful entrepreneurs, we need to think on your feet and able to change your plan when it's no longer suitable and prepared to seize and go to a new venture. Obviously, businessmen should not be too sentimental about what they are doing. In MIDEC, we always feel that in order to for the post-COVID-19 recovery to be truly effective, it needs to be grassroots driven. That's why the government is focusing on the SME sector as one of the strategies to heal the nation economy. Your contribution is something to be proud of. Individually, you may be not really that big, but collectively, you represent the 50% of the Malaysian economy. But from the short brief I was given by Mr. Najis Melani while sitting before our food, the success story among entrepreneurs is really fantastic. For those of you who had and going to receive your award, I would like to say hearty congratulations. For those who have not, try harder. You may be the one who receive next year. And I have also been informed that the success story is not talking about what SMEs all about, but we are talking about a real success story in terms of million, even during the period we face COVID-19. Ladies and gentlemen, that shows you entrepreneurs are brave people. You are the champion. Malaysia, this country, needs you. Remember the government's projection that we must grow 5.6% GDP for 2021. And it is in your hand that this thing be founded. And I'm sure you have the courage, you have the mental capacity to answer the challenge of what the government is facing. As such, I would like to applaud SEBA for organizing an event like this to celebrate and recognize the outstanding performance of all of you here, particularly those who gained the award tonight. I hope the success stories of these business owners can be widely shared and borrowed so that they can help to inspire others. Don't keep your success story to yourself. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell everybody how good it is to be entrepreneurs. Let entrepreneurs be the first choice and not employment. The world is before you. You have to answer the challenge. You have the means, the courage. If you need help, we are there for you. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Yang Berhormat. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite you to remain on stage. Yang Berhormat, please remain where you are. Because with that, we'd like to present a little memento, a token of appreciation for your time here tonight. And with that, please join me in welcoming Mr. Nitish Malani, Chairman of Yayasan Usahawan Malaysia, together with Ms. Lindia Wong, Organising Chairperson of SEBA 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause as we invite Mr. Nitish, together with Lindia, to present a special token of appreciation to Yang Berhormat as we express our heartfelt gratitude for you and your support for entrepreneurs, to SMEs here in Malaysia, and of course, ultimately, for your presence here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause once again for our wonderful guest of honor. Thank you very much from the bottom of our hearts. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, if you are taking your cameras out this evening, you can also hashtag SEBA 2020 or SEBA SME Awards in all your social media photos.